I gotta figure out where to change that. Hello, 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 hello. How y'all doing this Sunday morning? And Lord knows I don't need to be on here too long because I have so much work to do. I did a video the other day and a guy came on that video describing, hey Scoop, describing his ideal woman. And then when I went to his page, I was like, why he do this to his girlfriend? I'm legit trying to figure out why men get on this on. Yeah, actually I've been live for I try to go live 2 or 3 times a week, but yeah, I was talking about the video where I did the guy when I did the dish you video, and the guy was describing his ideal mate, but had a picture of his girlfriend on his page that looked nothing like his ideal mate. And I'm just trying to figure out, like, why men stay embarrassing women? Like, why do they stay embarrassing their girlfriends? He could have just scrolled past my page and didn't leave any kind of comment, but he got on my page, described his ideal woman who has the perfect. Oh Lord, it's my phone. I gotta go. I had to make sure that he was all right. But yeah, so the dude actually came on, described his ideal woman, And then when we got a picture of him, we looked at a picture of him, like it was almost like he was living in a fantasy world. But the bad part of it was not necessarily that that was his ideal woman. The bad part was that his girlfriend was on his page. And his girlfriend looked absolutely nothing like his ideal woman. Like, he's like 5'3", and he left a whole bunch of comments on my page, but that just happened to be the one that I grabbed. So he's like 5'3", 150 pounds, perfect pH, all of these descriptors. And then he actually has a picture of his girlfriend on his page, who's not 5'3", who's not 150 pounds, who is a very, average, woman. Like nothing, there's nothing wrong with her. But I was just like, why would he get on this app and embarrass her like that? Like, why would he do that? So I didn't post her picture, but you saw enough of her to know that what he was saying. And then, how can I say, because I don't want to sound too negative. Like, I'm not one of those people that are caught up on physical appearances, but the woman that he was describing and the woman that, like, just in reality that he is capable of getting, there was no connection between the two. The woman that he would like, and the woman on TikTok, like his TikTok, he basically described the IG model. He basically described the IG model as his ideal mate. And then his woman was a regular old chick, like just regular old chick. And I'm just like, why would you get on here and do that to your girlfriend? I will never, ever, ever, ever get on here and talk about my man, because your man is in somebody's DMs talking about how perfect she is for him while you at home washing his dirty drawers. While you are at home washing his dirty drawers, taking care of the kids, doing everything for him, he out here in some damn IG models page talking about, hey, G Money from Detroit, talking about how beautiful she is and how he want to give her the world. While you at home giving him the world, you gonna give him the world and he gonna give it to some other random. So do you believe that oh girl, no, I believe that there are a whole bunch of good men out there. Hell, I've been with quite a few of them. I've been with some fabulous men. I have been with some amazing. Hell, listen, my ex-husband is a good man. I tell everybody, anybody that settled down with him, they're going to get a good man. They are going to get a good man. Whenever he gets ready to settle down again and kind of moves past, the hurt and pain of our divorce, like he's past it now. Like he's not sitting around twiddling his thumbs sad or anything like that. But my ex-husband is going to make somebody a really good husband. Where is the disconnect? The disconnect between what? Me and my ex-husband, or men and women in general? Yeah, there are some great men out there. The problem is great men are not on the internet, and random women, especially single women. The disconnect is that we don't listen to each other. The disconnect is that social media has evolved quicker than humans are capable of evolving. So for humans, just biologically speaking, it takes generations for us to evolve. You see what I'm saying? And so you got the internet and social media that is evolving quickly. We were not designed to deal with the interaction between this many people. Most of us just interact with, our local tribes. So now all of a sudden you have access to literally millions of people and all of the information on the internet. So we were not designed to have this level of communication and this level of information where we are now. So here we are. So now we have a huge disconnect between how we communicate with each other. So you communicate one way on the internet and something totally different in the real world. That's where the disconnect comes. So I was saying, like, you got this whole what do you bring to the table kind of conversation on the internet, but in the real world, most people don't talk like that. You know what I'm saying? And the people that are talking like what you bring to the table and you too masculine, like those people that are talking like that, the rest of us that are functioning in the real world are looking at these motherfuckers like, dude, that's an internet conversation. That's not real. You know what I'm saying? That's why people get scammed, because they'll be like, oh, you can make 6 figures next month. Take my course. That's the internet talking. When you get into the real world, making 6 figures in a month is hard fucking work. So you have this huge disconnect, and people that lack critical thinking skills, hey, take the internet talking points out into the real world. And so now you got this foolishness where people are talking about you're too masculine. How can a woman be too masculine? It's like an oxymoron. I walk out into the world looking like this, and because I express my opinion in a way that you do not approve of, all of a sudden I'm masculine. Hey, Ruth, that doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Or because as a man you exhibit emotions which you are entitled to feel as a human. You know what I'm saying? They'll go, oh, you feminine because you have emotions. You know what I'm saying? So you take these things that occur on the internet out into the real world. I don't know who Bellevue is, but they just got blocked. So that's where really the disconnect comes in. The people that are able to separate those two things and function in reality, they're not on the internet talking about they're no good men or, all women this or all women that, because they understand that what happens in this space is not real. It's just not real. So I'm 52, and I talk about my age a lot because there is a common thread through society that when you get to a certain age, you become like an old lady. You know what I'm saying? A spinster. So I get on here, I talk about my age so that people can look and say, oh, 52 doesn't look like what I thought it was going to look like. 52 doesn't exist in the world the way that I thought that it was going to be, especially for younger women, because you're told, oh, you hit the wall at 40 or whatever, 35. I don't know what the number is. So, and then they go, no man is going to want you when you get into your 50s. And then I'm out here talking about all the men that I meet on a daily basis. All I got to do is go pump some gas, go to Walmart, go to the mall, whatever it is. Men still find me desirable, and it blows people's mind that, wait a minute, I was told one thing on the internet, and now this lady is coming on saying this is not true. So if you don't have, you got so many voices, you know what I'm saying? And so if you don't have someone to counter all of that narrative, then you never know what's true. Thank you for the badge. You never know what's true. And so therein lies the disconnect. Are you open up to marriage? Hell yeah, I'll get married again. I love love. I tell people that all the time. I love love, and I love black love in particular. The problem is nobody is thinking for themselves. I agree. That's why touching that, I say that all the time. Go outside, open a window, get some fresh air. Like, there is something about being outside and being grounded. Like, being grounded is called grounded because you actually touch the fucking ground. So you take off your shoes, you walk outside, you commune with nature. It resets your whole body. It resets your mind, it resets your soul, it resets your spirit. And so if you're not outside, if you are not outside, literally outside, your body and your mind and your spirit and your soul never has a chance to decompress from all of this internet shit that you get every day, the bombardment of the messages. I turned my TV off. I stopped watching TV probably about 5 years ago. And the people that I follow on, hey, I'm doing great. The people that I follow on here and other platforms reinforce my positive self-image. Oh, I finally figured out why my hands. So I did a video, said I was 52, and then somebody was like, yeah, your hands look 52. Your face might not look 52, but them hands look 52. It was a man, of course. And so this lady came on and was like, she's a nail tech, in that those things that we put our, those drying machines that we put our hands in, that ultraviolet light ages our hands quicker than anything else. So that's why your hands will look older than your face. It has nothing to do with anything else. It's because when you put your hand in, I guess for gel nails, is that what I get? Gel nails? Anyway, it ages your hands. So that's why. But your hands, your face look fine, but them hands. Like anybody in the real damn world gonna be like, I ain't gonna, you got some nice juicy, but them hands look 90, so I don't want you. I was like, man, if you don't get the hell up out of my comment section, thank you for the badge. Men come in with the most ridiculous of comments. But anyway, yeah, so it's important that y'all have people. It's important for everybody, actually, to have people that's telling a different narrative, because you'll think that everything that you hear, if you don't have a counter narrative, is correct. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's where I think the disconnect is. I don't have problems finding men. I live in a small town and I don't have a problem finding men. So if I live in a town with 4,000 people, oh girl, yes, okay. I've always been this person. I toned it down while I was married. Once I got divorced, I was able to go back to being exactly how I am and living extra. And then the company and everything else, my life really became amazing after I got a divorce. So, yes, the divorce did help me boss up because I could focus on my business and didn't have to focus on a man. Like, I didn't have to come home cooking and cleaning or worrying about his day or what's going on with him. And at some point in time, rather than saying, I don't like you and I don't want to be married anymore, he came home angry because he had to come home to me and he didn't want to be married anymore. When he could have literally said, hey, this is not working. Either we need to take some time apart or I just want a divorce. Like, either one would have worked for me. But he didn't say that, and he kept me in limbo for about 2 or 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Until everything kind of came to a head. I have a home fragrance company. It's called Southern Elegance Candle Company. And when I was married, we were doing probably around 2 million. We were doing around $200,000 a year. And then once we got divorced, I started doing $1 million plus a year. So, and I think it's just because I was able to focus really on my business. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like I wasn't dating. I was dating. I had boyfriends. My life was just as full, but the men that I dated liked me. Like, the men that I dated liked me. And it's just like that simple. So instead of coming home to a motherfucker looking at me like, you again, what's for dinner? You didn't wash this dish right. My clothes, whatever he was complaining about. I was talking to men that were like, hey, how was work? Do you need me to do anything? Hey, Fayetteville. Hey, Pam from Fayetteville. So, that was the whole thing. So, you got Nick coming in here. So now I don't cuss out people no more because I end up getting blocked. And so he said, Lizzo, I love your toilet brush hair. So the thing about men like that, first off, they're trolls. And the second thing is calling me Lizzo. That is not an insult. Lizzo is rich. And I guarantee you, black men love tits and ass. And they don't mind a belly to go along with it. So it's really insane that these trolls come in here. What do you think happened in your marriage for him to start feeling that way? Shit, I don't know, and I don't give a damn. See, y'all be looking for closure, and y'all be looking for answers. Y'all be looking for understanding. I don't give a shit. When you start treating me bad, fuck you. My issue was we were married and had a kid. We weren't fighting and miserable. It was just a thread of discontentment that he had. He never actually said he was discontented with me. So I didn't know if it was work. I didn't know if he's prior military, so I didn't know if he was dealing with some PTSD. I didn't know what his issue was. Had he said, I don't like you, I'd have been like, well, damn. Goodbye. He never said that. You see what I'm saying? So the moment I figured out he did not want to be married to me, notice I said to me. It's not that he didn't want to be married. He didn't want to be married to me. Oh, shit. That's my sister told me, because I call my sister the same way. I was like, I just don't understand what happened. She said, you got all the closure you needed when he treated you poorly. Say what now? Say what now? After that point, I never asked for closure again. I said, you know what? If it was anybody else in the world, if I showed up to a store and they treated me poorly in the store, I'd be like, fuck, this store ain't shopping in this motherfucker again. If I met a random chick on the street and she was like, I don't like you, I would be like, fuck you, and I don't like you either, and never talk to her again. If it was some random dude that I met at the bar and he was talking trash, we don't have to talk. If a dude called my phone, say something slick, baby, you blocked through Verizon. So I'm like, if this is how I treat everybody else in the world, the person that I think should love me the most, you see what I'm saying? The person that should love me the most, I'm definitely not gonna, deal with that type of treatment from him. So after that, I was like, that is all the closure. You treat me poorly, that is the closure that I need. Mine embarrassed the hell out of me. We were separated. I thought we were in love. 17 years, 3 kids. Listen, 20 years, 1 kid, and he was in the military. And then old girl that he was dating was posting everything on Facebook. Every trip that they took, every gift that he bought. Finally, I told her, you post one more gift that he bought you, and I'm going to drive down there and take half of it because we're still married, and that's my money. And then I tagged her mama, her sister, and all her cousins, and anybody else I could think of in the post. So that's what they do. That's what they do. That's why the whole reason I'm on here is because some dude came into my comment section describing his ideal woman. And then when I went to his page, his girlfriend or wife of 20 years looked nothing like that ideal woman. Looked nothing like her. And I'm like, that video got about 10,000 views on it. I'm like, imagine the embarrassment that your man on here talking about he wants somebody this, and this with a perfect pH balance. And you looking the exact opposite, and we all thinking your coochie stank. Like, so, honey, if he embarrassed you, be glad that the video didn't go viral, or somebody like me didn't pick it up because he trying to holler at me, and I'm like, this your man and tagging you. Okay? Trust me, whatever he did, it is not a reflection of you. It is a reflection of him. It is a reflection of, that's why I ain't embarrassed by I'm not embarrassed by what my ex-husband did. I'm like, that ain't got shit to do with me. Because he could have came and told me, I don't want to be married. And I could have been like, baby, I already know how much money you got to send me. Send me my checks. Goodbye. And I told him that. I told him we don't have to be married. We don't have to be miserable. Actually, what I told him is I was like, I think you need to take about a year to figure out what you want. And he was like, I don't want to be married to you. And I said, I think you're doubling down on some stuff that you're going to regret later. I'm tripling down on it. I said, we'll never have this conversation again. Next conversation we have is going to be about division of assets. And we've never had the conversation again. And every time he see me, he be looking. No, boo. No. Gone with the streets were calling your name. The streets are brutal. And so when a man is in a nice, comfy, cushion relationship with a woman that's taking care of him, cooking, cleaning, doing all of the things, you know what I'm saying? And then they hit the streets. And bitches like, I'm not cooking for you. I don't know you like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the history and the connection to cook for. I'm not cooking for you. I'm not doing wifey duties on a girlfriend salary. You see what I'm saying? So, I'm taking care of all of the finances. I'm taking care of the home. I'm doing everything. All he got to do is go to work and come home. That's all he got to do. And be a halfway decent father and husband, like everything else taken care of. Now he got to get out there in the streets and find somebody to do what I was doing. It ain't that easy. If he leaves his wife, trust me, another woman is already in place. No shit, Sherlock. It is another woman already in place, but the bitch ain't going to be doing what I'm doing. And she is not going to be as good as the one he got at home. I don't give a damn what y'all say. That's just some bullshit that men love to believe. He already blocked, so I'm going to talk a little shit about him. He the main one out in these streets looking for somebody else, not realizing what he got at home is probably about the best he going to get. Just like old boy in my comment section describing the IG model. And it's an IG model out there ready to take his money. And then send him right on back home to the woman that's there that he should have stayed with to begin with. They all think that they coming with something special, and most of them are mediocre at best. And that's why old girl Ebony got so much heat, because she was like, I do not want to settle for mediocrity. Why would we? I'm gonna get the best that I can get. If you gonna play me, this is the thing. If you gonna play me, I'm going to need you to send me some checks when we break up. So if I'm not dealing with the trash man, because the check that the trash man going to send me can't pay for my Jag. You see what I'm saying? That's just what it is. So if I got to choose between who I'm going to get played by, I'm going to get played by the one that if we break up, when I go to the bank, I'm like, oh, I'm not so sad after all. Let me go shopping. I ain't got to cook, clean, wash nobody dirty drawers. And I got the money in the bank. And I come home to peace and quiet. I'm not tap dancing around somebody's feelings. Yeah, I'll take a man with good character and some damn zeros behind that check if I got to choose. So I'm just saying, so it's just kind of insane that they just want you to just, be with anybody. Now, if you fall in love with the trash man and he treats you good, I mean, that's between you and him. If the money ain't a problem for you, that's fine. But the thing is, I've seen too many women on this app talking about they been with a man all this time, then they got divorced and they ain't got nothing. Ma'am, that's not my story. That's not my story. When he left and my lawyer told me what I got, I said, oh, baby, he ain't ever got to come back home. In fact, I don't want him to come back home. I get half of the money that we built together, half of all of that. And then I got my company, and then I done started another company and another company. In fact, I'm about to do some stuff on here with TikTok where you can subscribe to my channel, and we're gonna have members only content. And every month we're gonna have a theme where it's like gratitude, finding your life's purpose. And I've already created these journals where we're gonna like all get together and live our best life. I'm like, if I got to be here on TikTok, I might as well have a whole army of women that are moving through transition and improving their lives. You see what I'm saying? So I would have never been able to do any of that had I been with him. I already got like 8 manuals written, 8 planners, journals, whatever you call them. So if you follow me, or if you join, like if you subscribe, every month you're going to get a journal. And then every week we're going to meet. And then we're going to talk about like how to move through the pain. And we're going to talk about how the shit that we've been told is not true. And it's all about rewiring how we view ourselves as women. So like, I'm just saying. So I would have never done any of that. So when people, and the funny thing, I remember reading a quote one time. And they said, when you have an adversary, you got to decide how you're going to pursue them, because you might end up making them a martyr for everybody else behind them. And that thing stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And so whenever I get into a tiff with people, I'll be like, am I about to make them a martyr, or am I going to come out on top? So some battles are not worth fighting. And so in this particular case, every time a man like come after me, they just elevate me. Oh, thank you. Every time they just elevate me a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Because I say all of the things that other women might not be able to say because they're worried about getting canceled. I signed the checks. Nobody's canceling me. 90% of my clientele is women. And out of the 5% that's left, 5% of them I'm sure are, can I say gay? Yeah. Probably out of the half of the men that are left, half of the ones that are left are probably gay, and they follow me for the same reason that the women follow me. So you're not canceling me. And I know how to turn a damn PR scandal into more money. So every time a man attack me, I'm like, baby, come on. That's why these trolls, I love it when they come in here, because they're thinking that they are attacking me or pulling my... I don't give a shit. I don't know you, and I do not give a damn. So when they come in and attack me and I clap back, that's for y'all. That's not for me. That's for all of the women that want to come in here, that every man has ever called them Lizzo, and they want to say, and you can't. That's why I say it to them, because I know you can't. So my sister had left her after 39. That's right. That's right. Yeah, don't pay them no. I give them the attention that they seek. Listen, let me tell you something. I give them attention. I give them the attention that they want. And about time I'm finished, I'm telling you, they'll think twice about keying in somebody else's comment section. Now, on these lives, I don't mess with them on these lives, because every time I go off on a live, TikTok bans me for a week. So I said on my lives, I'm not going to do it on my lives, because I don't want to get banned. But in my comment section, when they hit my comment section, baby, I will do a dish you video in a heartbeat, okay? And the other thing, I got one right now. I'm like, if he say one more thing, if he write one more comment, I'm going to have another viral dish you video, because he ain't got no top teeth. Or they backed up. I don't know where they are. They're not backed up, back halfway down his throat. I don't know where his top teeth are, but I'm going to tell him. You the exact kind of man that I'm talking about. You worried about me and in my comment section, and you need to be at a dinner somewhere worrying about why your teeth on their way down your damn esophagus. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to give them the attention that they seek. I'm going to give it to them. I'm trying to see the comments, because I'm missing some of the comments. Darius Cooks will do a promotion with the name of, I don't know who this is. I don't know how to, of his trollers, and make tons of money. Darius Crooks. I don't know anything about him. I just saw that hashtag trending one time. Darius Crooks. I'm a girl, you a big troll. Sweetie, I'm a girl, you a big troll. It's giving Medea. Girl, don't nobody give a damn about you and your 2 followers. Let me go ahead and block her. Because don't nobody give a shit. We already know what her problem is. Her problem is her man on this internet and some big girl comment talking about, oh, I can't say that. Oh, Lord, I was about to say something absolutely insane. Girl, she blocked. She blocked. She can't even see it. She can't even see it. I'm 100% convinced. I am 100% convinced that when women come in and call other women fat, that their man cheated on a fat woman, and they mad because they sitting at home eating salads, going to the gym, doing Pilates, and they hangry. They are hangry, and they man in some fat chick's comment talking about WYD. Because other than that, why would they have anything to say to me? Other than that, why would they be mad? You see what I'm saying? And half the time, I'm about to piss off some skinny chicks, but y'all will be all right. Half the time, because this is how it is with me. When I lose weight, you know what I lose? Everything. I lose all of this and all of this ghetto booty behind me when I start losing weight, okay? When I gain the weight, dudes be like this. So I don't care about nothing that society say. I don't care about what society say. That's why these little skinny chicks be getting BBLs, because they need it. Because they know at the end of the day, what a man like is TNA. And you can't have TNA when you 105 pounds. You just can't have it. So you got to go buy it. But that's what they like. And if you got it at 150 pounds, 200 pounds, 250 pounds, it's a man out there that's going to like you, because biologically, that's why I say there's a huge disconnect between what's on the internet and real world. Biologically, when they see them things and everything juicy and jiggling, I'm out there pumping gas, booty, when I'm walking. Come on. They don't know what to do with themselves. And they little skinny girlfriend somewhere mad talking about Lizzo. Girl, if you don't get out of here talking about some Lizzo, who wants to be wanted for that though? Me! And all them BBL bitches. Okay? What do you mean who want to be wanted for that? Women pay good money for titties. And ass. And a snatch waist. What you talking about? Who want to be wanted for that? Me. You got to see something. Listen, you got to see something. When I see a man, I mean, he tall, dark, handsome, who want to be wanted for that? They do. They working out for a reason. Come on now. Come on. I ain't gonna be eating 500 cheeseburgers, but I might eat one every now and then because I already know what's up. You see what I'm saying? You got to see something, grab something. I'm just saying. I want my man to look good, so he got to come with something. So I understand I got to come with something. Are you trying to maintain your weight? Don't worry about my weight. He ain't worrying about it. I ain't worrying about it. Sweet follow pie. That's how they are. That is how they are. The one I'm dealing with now, the last thing on his mind is 10 pounds. Now, if I get too fat for him, I'm sure he'll be like, hey, baby, I need you to slim down a little bit, and then I'll eat a few salads for a couple of weeks and get down to whatever he like. But it's the same thing with him, baby. Okay, I want him to look good too. But good is relative to the individual. You see what I'm saying? Seems like you come with too much. I just did a TikTok that says when somebody tells you that you are too much, it is not a reflection of you. It is a reflection of their capacity. So if I am too much, just admit it. Just admit you can't handle it. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Just say you are too much for me. My current capacity is not to your level. whatever that level is. You see what I'm saying? And the other thing, they done plenty of studies that show that fat people live longer because if you ever get sick, you got the stores for your body to get through the illness. But that's a conversation for another day. It's called a fat paradox. So these people with these little simple-minded arguments, they might not want to come in here and talk to me. Your weight is none of their business. Everybody needs to worry about themselves. That is true. And they most likely lacking down below. I got a theory. I swear, I really believe that men of color, it doesn't just, not just black men, but just men of color, melanated men have bigger because melanated women tend to be heavier. Okay? So they have bigger butts. And so if you're going to get it, you got to be more well endowed to get to it. You see what I'm saying? And so when I hear a man tell me that I'm too big, all I think is, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm thinking. Because I'm just thinking like biologically, their little thingy is bigger because our booty is bigger. So psychologically, when they come in talking about, you too big, baby, I'm not too big, you too little. Like what you see, it's like a projection. They're projecting their own insecurity. You know what I'm saying? They seeing a big booty knowing that they ain't got enough to get, you know what I'm saying? They ain't got enough to get to what they looking for. Their spear ain't long enough. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I hear when a man come in talking about my weight. That's all I hear. That's it. They coming in with some popcorn. They coming in with some shrimp, and I'm looking for some swordfish. That's all I'm saying. Okay? So that's all I hear. So that's another reason. I'm like, do you have grown-up kids? No, my kid 12. Honey, I wish he was grown. I had a baby at 40. Divorced at 48 makes sense. I'm glad I'm Gen Z. Y'all old heads too much. God, Lee, this is what I'm talking about. Let me go ahead and block him because I'm about to talk trash. When he said you too much, I just said when you start telling somebody that they too much, it's about your capacity. You cannot handle what they are bringing. They're not too much. You too little. Something is too little in your world when you telling somebody that they too much. When somebody said, oh, you too smart for your own good. All I hear you saying is you're too dumb to have an intelligent conversation. You way too much. No, too little. And that's what the problem is. You see what I'm saying? Like whenever they talk about I'm too much for what? Too much for what? You want me to make myself smaller so that you can handle it. That's all I hear. You want me to make myself smaller so that you can handle whatever it is that you're seeing. You see what I'm saying? Thank you for the rose. That's all it is. Too much for whom? Okay? And I'm going to tell you this. The men that be like, you too XYZ, I be looking at them and be like, you too dumb for me to have the conversation. Like, we can't even begin to have an intelligent conversation because you're not intellectually on my level. We can't do it. You know what I'm saying? And so when a guy tells me you're too much, I'll be like, baby, we don't ever have to talk again. We don't ever have to talk. This is fine. I was on a live the other night and this dude said something that was offensive. And I said, sir, what you just said was so disrespectful and offensive. And he goes, was it offensive or were you offended? I said, do you understand how words work? It was offensive and therefore I was offended. That's how being offended works. You say some offensive shit, the person then is offended. It was offensive, disrespectful, and rude. That's how it works. Girl, I think he got off of that live like 5 minutes later. Because I was like, this is a learning opportunity. It's a way for you to learn how to have healthy dialogue and understand how words work. I'm just like, dude. Maria Mon, this is true. She said, whatever comes out of their mouth is a reflection of them. People are constantly projected. That's why I'm not in anybody's comment section talking shit. Because I don't have any reason to denigrate anybody. You know what I'm saying? If I'm in somebody's comment section, I am agreeing with everything they say. Miss Ballet, that's right. The peach too big. No, baby, the peach not too big. Something else can't get up under it. You're not able to lift it up and get to what you need. And even if you lift it up, you'd have to crawl up in it to even do anything. So yeah, that's what the problem is. That little boy was not hooked on phonics, and he was not ready. And then the dude whose live it was, he was like, I done seen some of your videos. You don't have to go so hard. I said they can scroll. They can scroll. You don't have to stop on my page and leave a comment. Like, you do not have to stop on anybody's page and leave a comment. You literally can scroll. And so when they stop on my page, I tell everybody, you give me a little bit of positivity, baby, we going to the pearly gates. It's going to be rainbows, a pot of gold, leprechauns, and unicorns all around us. All you got to do is come with a little bit of positivity. I'm going to take that kernel, and we're going to turn it around. But if you come to me with a kernel of negativity, I'm going to drag it down to the depths of hell, set the shit on fire, and scorched earth. Motherfucker, I'm going to burn it all down. So they have to decide, you know what I'm saying? They come with that one little thing. About time I'm done, you gonna do like old boy did, have to delete his old damn page. Whole page gone. They talking about the comment gone and the page gone. Oh well, not my problem. Not my problem. You could have just scrolled past my page. There's 1 billion people on TikTok. You got a 1 in a billion chance of choosing the wrong bitch. That's what happened. Hey, Black Jazz. If you can dish it, you better be ready to take it. Girl, they not ready because they dishing out, you know. They dishing out like little, what do you call them things that you, what do you call them? Look, they dishing out cigarette lighters. So they showing up with their little cigarette lighters. And I'm showing up with goddamn flamethrowers, putting shit out. When you put out content, you can't control how people react. That's my point. So when they react to me and then I react to them, ain't nobody got no control over what's said. That's my point to you. You cannot control how people react. And I'm going to react how I want to react. And then they be mad and be like, why you got to react like that? Why you got to say that? Why you got to act like that? Baby, I ain't have to act like nothing. You could have scrolled. You could have scrolled. Did not have to stop on my page. You should have went to your damn preferences page and talked to her. Scroll on over to your preference. Talk to her. Drop in her DMs. Because if you drop in my DMs talking about what you don't like, baby, I'm about to burn the whole goddamn comment section down. Hell, I done said some shit so offensive, TikTok gave me a warning. I try not to do that no more. But I'm just saying, but you gonna see it. Before, how do you have family that try you? I cut them off. I don't talk to them no more. I don't handle it. I don't handle it. I say my piece, and then that's the last time I ever talk to them. That's it. And if you have to be in the space with them, like if you have to be in the space with them, I don't react to anything that they ever say. I literally will act like people do not exist. Like it was this guy that like halfway talked to me. We were going back and forth. And then one day he said something to me. I said, I will never say another word to you in life. I will never acknowledge your existence. We were sitting at the bar. Me and one of my girlfriends were sitting out. We were out. He sat on the other side of her and spoke to me. And I swear to God, I did not acknowledge his existence. And she was like, do you know him? And I was like, I do not. I don't know him. And I kept it going. And I've done that on multiple occasions. One dude was like, you don't know me? And I was like, sir, where would I know you from? And he was like, we sat at the, we met at wherever we met. And I was looking at him and I was like, I'm sorry, I don't remember that. I do not recall. Knowing good and damn well, if he had called my phone, it probably would have rang because I hadn't deleted his number or anything like that. Like if he would have had my number in his phone and called me, my phone would have rang. But I swear I was sitting there like, sir, I do not know you. I will act like they do not exist. I'm telling you, I will act like you don't exist. If I gotta be in the same space as you, I will act like you don't exist. That's it. I got a friend, like, we were like this. We were out. Oh, my God. We were tight. And she got offended by a post that I made that really wasn't about her. It wasn't about her. But she commented she said something along the lines of, oh, you don't want to do this with me. Implying that, she would spill all my secrets. Now, I'm on here talking trash. Y'all know everything I do. But anyway, she was like, oh, you don't want to do this with me. And I was like, oh, you want to come on social media, how I make my money, and type comments when you can call me? I blocked on everything to include Verizon. Like I said, I go to the Verizon website and block people so that when they try to call, your phone don't even ring. Verizon will let them know your call cannot go through. And then if they try to text you, it will just say text not delivered. When I'm pissed, that's the level of petty that I am. I go straight to Verizon. I will never talk to her again. If we are ever in the same space, I will actively act like I don't know her. And then if she start acting a fool, I would just be calm, be like, oh my God, what is wrong with her? We used to hang out years ago, but I haven't talked to her in a while. I'm not sure what's going on over there. Can I get another drink, vodka and cranberry, please? That's what's gonna happen. That is what's gonna happen. Hold on, I gotta go back through the comments. Detach with love. The love is for yourself. That's right. That's right, Grace. Straight up, no chaser. That's it. Just move on. Was your ex-husband younger than you? No, my ex-husband was a year older than me. Yep. You must have a guilty conscience to react like that. Amy Will, I don't understand what that means. I need that energy. Baby, you got that energy. You got it. You got it. Now listen, sometimes I'm a petty bitch. Let's be clear about that. Sometimes I'm a petty bitch and I'm going to antagonize you. But most of the time I'm going to act like you don't exist because I don't really care like that no more. Why did you guys get a divorce? Because he was unhappy. We were married 22 years and he reached a level of discontent. Because I'm not going to say he was unhappy, but he was discontent. And then, stop shaming y'all baby daddy on social media because y'all, I don't know what the hell she's talking about. Anyway, he reached a level of discontent and then cheated. And then I was like, you know what? We could have had a conversation. We could have handled this differently. I'm going to let you go I'm going to just let the streets have you. I'm not going through this. You know what I'm saying? When you could have came to me and said, hey, I'm not happy. Hey, I think we need some space. I want a divorce. Hey, the driving lady, he could have came and said anything. Like, we could have had a conversation, but instead he wanted to just be in the streets. So I was like, we're not gonna fight about this. You can go. Hey, Shauna Lachey, if you're talking about me shaming my baby daddy, first off, you must be talking about my husband that I was with for 20 years and I've never shamed him. In fact, I think he's a wonderful guy and he makes sure my checks hit the bank on the 1st and the 15th. Unlike a lot of y'all that have babies by men, you must be on here worried about your baby daddy shaming you. Because I don't worry about mine. My ex-husband get on here shaming me and I don't talk trash about him. So let me go ahead and block her before she try to report this live. Block. She blocked too. She worried about her baby daddy somewhere shaming her because I don't know what the hell she talking about because I ain't never said nothing bad about my ex-husband. I tell exactly, girl, it was so fast. As soon as his routine changed, somebody said, how long into his cheating did you find out? It was quick. It was like maybe a month or two. It wasn't long at all. And I was like, oh, when I talked to my lawyer, and he told me how much money I was going to get. I was like, I'm free. She can have you. She can have you. Let's see if she wants you when almost half of your money coming to me. Okay? And she did not. She did not want him. when them checks, and then I was talking trash. I'm a Sagittarius. I was talking trash to her on social media. She had her own business. So what happened was I called her and I said, hey, what's going on with you and my husband? And then she had a slick mouth. And I said, this is what we doing. I said, we don't have to do it like this. I'm not angry. Like I don't have no beef with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to figure out what's going on so that I know how to move. If you want him, you can have him. You know what I'm saying? Like it won't know. I wasn't coming to her like, bitch. I was just like, hey, I just need clarity. Is it what I think? You know what I'm saying? And then she said some slick shit to me. I said, okay, now we adversaries. We adversaries. Before then, I wasn't mad at her. I really wasn't. Men are going to do what men are going to do. But if you try to be disrespectful to me, oh, shit. About time I finished, she had to get a lawyer and send me a letter talking about cease and desist harassing her. I said, oh, okay, I guess, I was dating a lawyer at the time. And I took him the letter. I said, yo, what's up with this? What's up with this letter? He said, Sean, leave her alone. Leave her alone. Because if you continue to engage in this behavior, she has put you on notice, and at this point, it is harassment. You can continue to tell the truth about what happened, but if you have any communication with her or her family at this point, because I would tag her and her family and leave them messages and everything, I'd be like, oh, all of y'all got some slick shit to say too? Okay, all of y'all can get this smoke. They weren't ready for that because they didn't understand. When I warned her, I said, I will go scorched earth. You might want to back this up just a little bit with your slick ass mouth. Okay, that scorched earth, motherfucker. I figured out who her mama was, her sister, her cousins, her ex-husband. If I said some shit, I'd tag all of them motherfuckers. And then when they blocked me, I'd create a new Facebook account and tag their asses again. Be on her comment section again. And so she had to get a lawyer to make me stop. And so my friend was like, stop. I said, okay, I guess I'll stop. Since I don't feel like getting sued, I guess I'll stop. My boyfriend is moving to LA and I'm in Texas. Should I stay with him? Yes, stay with him, but get you a boyfriend too. You have two boyfriends. You could have sued her. I couldn't sue her because he put it in the divorce decree for me not to sue nobody because my ex-husband knows how I am. So he wrote up the divorce decree so that I could not sue anybody for alienation of affection. And he just sends me extra money to make sure that I don't sue anybody. I wanted to go to which law school? I wanted to go to Central Law School, but I never made it because we decided to focus on his career. So. Girl, even if he paying the bills, get you another man. If he gonna be in LA. That's halfway across the damn country. I would listen. Y'all don't want to be asking me no questions about a relationship because I am on here. I see the other side of how men are acting. I have zero faith in them, and I'm always gonna put myself first. So. I mean, girl, my piece is amazing. I think that. I better not say that. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this about peace and about happiness. When you deal with people that like you, it makes a difference. Okay, when you surround yourself with people that like you, it makes a difference. And my daddy used to tell me, like the people that like you, like the people that like you. And so that meant friends. I have 3 of gold, bronze, and silver. That's right. Like the people that like you. And so my friend groups have always been people that I never had to worry about, did they like me? You know what I'm saying? They had character flaws, but at the end of the day, I knew that they liked me, and I was always loyal to them. You see what I'm saying? We really liked each other. I didn't hang around people that threw stones or those backhanded fucking compliments. Oh, you look good for a fat girl. Like, no. We're not doing that. And so when you surround yourself with people that like you, life becomes amazing. You see what I'm saying? Thank you. Thank you. Smiling my content. Thank you. So that's why I move differently now. And if the person that doesn't like you is the person that is supposed to love you the most, that becomes problematic for your psychological and spiritual health. You see what I'm saying? And so as soon as my ex-husband left, I got happy. Like as soon as he left, I remember my mama sent me a message talking, because after he left, I could dress how I wanted to dress, do whatever. And I had on this yellow shirt, and I was at this dude's house, because I believe the best way to get over one man is to get under another one. And I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but what the hell ever. And so I was at this guy's house, and I had on like this yellow outfit. I was looking like the goddamn sun that day. So, and I had posted a picture on Facebook, and my mama was like, why are you looking so happy? Your marriage just fell apart just a few months ago. And I was like, because he's young and fun, and we having a good damn time. That's why. And she was like, okay. She never asked me that again. Because when he moved out the way with his discontent, and I was able to surround myself with people that like me, you see what I'm saying? You will be happy. That's it. And so the little sneaky link that I'm dealing with now likes me. He really likes me. And so it's easy to move through the world. The people that I work with likes me. You know what I'm saying? My friends like me. And I like them. And so it's easy to move through the world because there's not a lot of discontent and arguing and wondering where people stand or any of that. You know, if I call up my friends, we having a good time. My family having a good time. So that's it. That's really what it is. So people be like, oh, take some time to heal. Shit, I'll heal in the arms of another man, preferably a younger one, because 30 hit different than 50. I'm just saying. Thank you for the badge. Shit, I dated much younger men. When I first broke up with my ex-husband, I'm like, shit, we all in the damn streets. And if I'm going to be in the streets, I'm going to be on goddamn 40. I'm not going to be on some back roads with the old men in some goddamn station wagons. I'm on the damn Autobahn shit with some sports cars. If I got to be out here, I'm not going to be with the Amish. Okay? And so some of y'all break up with your husbands and these marriages that you done been in for the last 50, 100 years, as the children say, 50, 100 years, and then y'all be like, well, you and the Amish, y'all be, you know, with the little shit, giddy up and whipping the horses. I was like, shit, that ain't gonna be me. I was in goddamn, I can't even tell y'all half of the shit that I did. I cannot even tell you. People be like, oh, we should hang out. I'll be like, Hellcat, this is the SRT, that's right. Okay? I can't even tell y'all half the shit that I did. I'd have to get an OnlyFans. Oh, let me not say that before they goddamn shut my shit down. I'd have to get the other platform to tell y'all all them stories. I'd have to get that other place. When you reach a certain age, one thing you don't waste is time. That is the truth. That is the truth. I don't have no time to waste. I'm 52. So see, lady be talking about we should hang out. No, we shouldn't. Y'all would not do the foolishness that I have done. Y'all would not do it. One time, me and my friend were out, and we had gone to the old people club. What is it? VFW? So we were at the old people club. And I remember I posted that day, and I said, I don't know if I'm the hunter or the prey tonight. That's what I said. And so we went out, and them old men were buying me drinks. Some old retired postmasters, cops, firemen that moved down from New York with all the money. They crippled, but whatever. So they buying drinks. I'm knocking them back. We drunk as hell. And I said, damn it, we live 45 fucking minutes away. We got to figure out how we going to get home. So we driving home. The girl on whip, like, I don't think I'm going to make it. We had to pull over on the side of the road because everything was closed. And then she had to pull over and throw up. I said, are you all right? I said, drink some water. She drank some water, and then we made it home. Y'all will be like, who in their right mind doing this in their 50s? She was in her 50s, I was in my 50s. We barely made it home. It took me about a week to recuperate from that night. I'm like, I ain't doing that again for a long time. I didn't say I won't ever gonna do it again, but I just not gonna do it again for a long time. I'm just saying, y'all would not do the foolishness that I do. One night, I was on my way home from the same club. Police got behind me. I just pulled in a random motherfucker driveway, got out the car, walked up. I said, Lord, please, I hope I don't get shot tonight. I was walking like I live there. I'm like, you ain't giving me a DUI tonight. That ain't gonna happen. Not gonna happen. So I'm just saying, I live a little reckless, if y'all can't tell. Anybody that would get on here and talk trash to random men, y'all should know y'all don't want to hang out with me. Y'all do not want to hang out with me. And I keep my 9 friends, either my 9 friends or my 38 friends, close at all times. So y'all don't want to hang out with me. And I'm from the hood. I'm from Durham. So I might ignore somebody, but I might cuss them out. Like, I might go either way. So I try to keep people safe. And keep them from hanging out with me. Because, you know what I'm saying, who gonna bail you out when we all go to jail? You gotta have bail money if you gotta have bail. You gotta have somebody reliable that can get you out of jail if you want to hang with me. Like, you gotta be living on the edge like that. Bull City, that's right. Do you coach and start an online business? Yes, I do. I have a coaching program. It's $35 a month. Thank you, Wildcat. It's $35 a month, and I take you through the entire process of starting an online business. I'm getting ready to revamp it because I thought that people understood how to start a business, and I'm finding that no, y'all don't. So I got to revamp it and like literally start from zero with choosing, what you want to do. So I just assume that you knew what you were doing. Like, if you were saying you're going to start a business, I assume that you knew what to do to start the business. But anyway, I'm just saying. I don't recommend, I was in the same live the other night. I don't recommend starting a product-based business because they're really, really hard. Hey, Tashanta. Because they're really, really hard. And so I was in a group the other night and the girl was like, you just don't want no competition. I said, girl, ain't nobody got no damn competition. Clearly, you ain't got no business. And the dude had to stop me because I was about to go in. Because I'm like, it's not about competition. You can learn how to do other stuff and have a more successful business than having to be making candles. You know what I'm saying? Hey, big brain. So anyway, but I have a coaching program. If you want to join it, we meet once a week. And we talk about everything: Facebook ads, being on social media, going viral, branding, product development, sales, promotion. Hey, Lourdes from Virginia. We go through all of that. We go through the entire process, and we talk about creating a business that sustains your life. You know what I'm saying? Because too many people get on here and be like, oh, 6 figures in a month. 6 figures requires a lot of work, and it requires a team. Hey, friend, and then you have to have people that work up under you. And let me tell you something. Employees are just like children. And so when they have a bad day, you having a bad day. They come to work with problems, you got problems that day. You come to work with all of the problems, and then they're going to add their problems on top of your problems. So we talk about like how to manage all of this. So Sheila, somebody said a Bull City native. My sister keep calling me talking about I need to come and go with them to the pickleback. Girl, I went to the pickleback one night. I was in there like, first off, I saw like half the motherfuckers were people I went to school with, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm coming. Is that what is that I smell? And my sister was like, you know what you smell. My sister just joined. The pickleback is a club in Durham. And so I was walking around like, what's that smell? What's happening here? What's going on? That was like when I first got divorced, and it was one of the first places I went. I was like, oh, this how we getting down? Tanya Brown, that is my sister. That's my sister, new chicken mama. She got a bunch of chickens. So we moved from the country to the city, and she back in the country being country as hell. So I knew it was some North Cackalack stuff. Exactly. Girl, in my old age, okay, let me tell you. In my old age, I have decided that trees should be legal. There should be trees everywhere. You should be able to buy trees the same way that you buy broccoli. The trees and the broccoli should be like right there beside each other. I'm 100%. 100%. I cannot see. When I was younger, I believed the whole bullshit that they said. But now in my old age, I'm just like, in my old age, I'm not understanding our whole, hey, NC Black Girl, I'm not understanding like a lot of stuff anymore. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But I think that we should have, I think I can walk through bar and get a pew. If I can walk through bar and get a pew, then what? That doesn't make any sense. I don't think pews should be on the same level as trees. You see what I'm saying? There was hey, pretty posh poodle. Yeah. Pews and trees should not be in Walmart. Trees should be everywhere. Trees should be in the damn 7-Eleven. That's not what they are. Murphy's. Trees should be in Murphy's. Okay? Like I should be able to go to the Murphy's and get that. Pews, we don't need no more of those. Okay? Everybody in the popo, everybody, all of them need to go home. They need to go on home. They need to go on home. I think I need to get out more. Yes, go by yourself. I go by myself all the time. Child, let me tell you something. I got plenty, and I don't think that North Carolina needed to change it. I think having the waiting period, you must have been to a legal town. Warren, you about to get blocked. That's what's about to happen because you in here, you saying stuff. You know what I'm saying, Warren? I'm in North Carolina. Ain't no legal towns in North Carolina. Okay, Warren. Who is this that sent me a guest request? Let me see who this is. Because if you get on here and you're boring, Keith Gregory, I don't know you. What you want to talk about? You better tell me what you want to talk about. Have you been to a legal town? I don't know what you're talking about, Warren. Legal? All towns are legal. I'm not sure what you're referring to. And you're about to get blocked. Warren, talking about legal and illegal. We all legal over here. Warren, will you stop it? I'm in North Carolina. There's nowhere that anything where we can even have this conversation. And you know the government be listening. Come on now. Stop playing. You know the government be listening to everything. You're going to make me change the subject. Let me just go and change the subject. Before the next thing I know, my TikTok be done offline. They talking about you banned for a week. We're going to have to go back to talking about black women having big butts and black men got big D's so that they can get up in it or some old foolishness that I was talking about earlier that's not going to get me banned on TikTok. I'm just saying, why these ugly fat men with forklift drivers be thinking that they going to date IG models and that's realistic. And maybe we need to go back to talking about that. Or we can talk about Ebony K. Williams and why everybody want a millionaire to date a bus driver and they up in arms because she don't want to do it because he can't even afford to buy her a pair of shoes. Goodness gracious. Lord have mercy. Girl, they gardening here in North Carolina. What you talking about? You just don't talk about it on TikTok. They gardening everywhere. I live in the country. Plenty of gardens everywhere. Okay? Oh, y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. So anyway, let's take a poll on doing a Is This You series. Girl, I try not to do too many of This You videos because, you know, TikTok don't really like those. TikTok don't really like my This You videos. So, when I do them, I would love to meet you, have a great sense of humor when I come to Durham quite a bit. Listen, that TikTok you did about that guy wanting a specific type of lady took me out. It took me out because when I went to his damn page and listen, that video, that This You video, that was the edited down version, because the one I was going to do, I was going to show her face and be like, you done been in my comment section describing these women and this is who you went? And you talking about somebody pH is off, is it her? You know, but then somebody was like, she ain't done nothing to you. Don't do that to her. You can embarrass him, but don't say nothing to her. I said, okay, that's fair. That is fair. But that's probably why he took his whole page is gone. Okay. His whole page is gone now. Right now I'm in Rayford, North Carolina. But I'm like, dude, how you gonna get on here with no neck and say you want somebody that's 150 pounds? How that even work? You ain't even got a neck. You barely breathing. Like your breath goes straight from your nose down into your lungs. It don't even have like no airways and no shit like that. It's like shoot, shoot in your lungs. You fat fucker. Like, what are you talking about? Tony Johnson, damn, you gaining a lot of weight. All I hear, oh, wait a minute. Let me block him before I say that, because we just had this conversation. Let me go ahead and block him. Okay, I just blocked him. Hold on. Let me make sure. Ain't nobody else. I'm about to, why folks be on Jews more than can take a queen. Hold on. I gotta make sure before I say what I'm about to say that ain't nobody on here. Okay. I blocked them. When they I just said this. When they on here calling me fat, that mean they got a little, that's all it means. Because I'm convinced that black men have bigger because black women got bigger booties. So they need bigger to get to the, to get to the thing, to do the deed, to procreate, okay? So when they come in here and be like, you too fat, what they saying is, I don't have enough to get to the thing. That's what they saying. Because other than that, why would they need to comment on my weight? They have absolutely zero reason to comment on my weight. So the fatter you are, the smaller they, that's all it is. That's all it is. So when they come in with the vitriol and they like, oh, your weight, the more they harp on it, in my mind, the smaller that thing getting. You see what I'm saying? Because men with big D energy, they don't come in women comment section talking about you too fat. They be like, I'll lift that thing up, crawl up in it, and get it. You know what I'm saying? They don't ever. A man with a big ain't ever told me, oh, you too fat. Not one. Not one. Not one, because he ain't worrying about none of that. He'll move it to the side, lift it up. Hell, he'll just stand back. He don't have to worry about none of that. I'm just saying. But them little ones be like, you too fat. Too fat for what? Too fat for what? You too fat for what? Like, you must have been trying to figure out how you gonna get it if I'm too fat and you realize you can't. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm missing some comments. I gotta make sure. No, I was not always a big girl. I had a brain tumor, and it set on my pituitary gland, and it affects how my hormones regulate. It affects my hormones, and so my weight fluctuates. So sometimes I gain weight, sometimes I lose weight. It's not a lot that I can do about it, and this has kind of been my set point. And I don't complain about it because this is one of the few times in life I've had D cups and and I've always had a big booty, but it's like, girl, when I walk now, okay, all eyes on me. All eyes on me. So yeah, I don't worry about this. I don't worry about this. I do not worry about this. If they looking at me saying you too fat, that's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is. User 094733. That will not happen. That will not have. That is that. They plenty of pages where you can go and see all of that. If you don't see it in real life, you just won't see it on here. Yes, I am gonna change the puff. My dog grabbed it last night and had a good time with it. So I am going to change the puff today. I'm going to buy me a new puff. I'm thinking about dyeing my hair back black, but we will see. Or I might just have a straight ponytail. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do. Yeah, but I'm gonna change it. I mean, I changed it to this way in like February, and I dyed my hair, so as you can see, it's coming back. It's getting darker, so I gotta decide if I'm gonna dye it back this blonde color or if I'm gonna do something else with it. But I've heard about the Tarte drama, and I think that there are a lot of levels to it. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna say this about the Tarte drama. Black people need to focus on having their own and working with their own. And anytime you go out seeking validation from white businesses, this is coming from a business owner. Anytime you go out and start looking for validation for white people, this is what you're going to get. And the ones that actually made it there, and they're darker skinned, they just happy to be there. And I think that goes to a certain mentality that exists in the black community. I started my business because I didn't feel, and there are certain people that I don't deal with. I don't even deal with corporate accounts anymore because I did not feel like shucking and jiving for white people. And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? I exist in the world as a certain kind of black woman. And I said, I am not going to dim my shine or change how I speak or dress or my hair or my lips or whatever for validation from white people. And so as far as I'm concerned, fuck Tarte. I ain't never used no Tarte lipstick. I didn't know that they fucking existed. And the fact that they have zero diversity is enough for me to never want to fucking buy their lipstick. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So anybody black that's shucking and jiving and cooning for them, blocked. And anybody attacking Bria for coming out and telling the truth, blocked. That's it. I don't see where there's a conversation to be had. Like, I just don't see where there's a conversation to be had. Either you're going to shuck and jive for these white folks that have already told you that they don't give a damn about you, your kind. They don't even have makeup in your color. You can't even get a foundation if you wanted it. Or you're going to work with somebody that appreciate what you bring to the table. That's it. There are enough brand deals out here that you ain't got to shuck and jive and coon and have your ancestors turning over in the goddamn grave. Now let me put my glasses on to see if I done offended some people. I'm going to come back to the how did I find out about the tumor. Hold on. This is the first time I heard that. Me, I never heard them. I was like, fuck them. If I can't buy your foundation, shit, I don't give a damn what you do. You can fly 100 bitches to the fucking moon for all I care. They ain't got nothing to do with me. And I'm not going to be begging for a damn seat on the goddamn rocket. Fuck all of you. Let me stop before I get banned. Y'all, Lord have mercy. Let me stop before TikTok. Let me stop. Because y'all got me on because my daddy was a rebel. And so I have to be careful about how I talk on this app because I'll get reckless because I give less than a damn. There's no shucking and jiving in my world. So let me just stop. And some of the people that have supported my business, the absolute most have been white men. So let me just stop. When I really was in a crunch and needed skills and services or knowledge, it was white men that showed up that helped me. Okay, so I don't even want to seem like it's just about white people, but I'm specifically talking about these white makeup brands that treat black influencers as second-class citizens. So let me stop before somebody be on screen cap this and then posted it, and then they be trying to cancel me. So I'm gonna say that. How did I find out that I had a brain tumor? I was sitting at work one day in a prefab desk, like it had like these cubby holes at the top, and whoever put the desk together didn't put it together well, and I sat down and one of the things fell and hit me in the head. When I went to the hospital and they x-rayed me to see like if there was any damage, I had a cracked vertebrae in my neck, but that's when they found the brain tumor. So the dude was like, yeah, your neck will heal, but we're sending you to the hospital right now. And they sent me to the hospital for I think I had like I had like an x-ray. I know it's not called an x-ray of your head, but whatever the blurry one is, they just wanted to see my neck. And then when they saw it, and it was like, if we can see the brain tumor on this, you need to go get an MRI or a CAT scan or whatever the fuck it was. Girl, I was so worried about having a brain tumor, I forgot to fill the workman comp's paper. I didn't even do that shit. Because they were like, you got to go in surgery. And like maybe a month or so later, I had surgery. So, hey, Tottenham, thank you. I appreciate that. And then I had to recuperate from the surgery. And at the time we were in Germany. And as soon as I got better from the surgery, I came back to the States. And so I never even worried about the workman's comp, which I should have, because my neck, like I'm having neck issues now. And that was about 15 years ago. But everybody was so concerned about my, about me getting well from the tumor, that the rest of it just kind of fell by the wayside. So I don't know. It's the federal government. I might be able to prove something now, but I don't even know if it's worth it. So, but that's what happened. That's what happened. And then after I had surgery, it was a hot mess. It was a hot mess. It was a lot that was happening during that time. So, my sister flew to Germany to help take care of me. So, it was just a hot mess when I was there. I would love to meet up with you. Okay. So, let me go ahead and block him. Blocked. So I do not use TikTok as a dating app. So yep, he is definitely blocked. Block account. Confirm. Yep. Okay, I had to make sure he's blocked. I don't use TikTok as a dating app. Anybody that's too flirtatious with me, I put them on blast. And the thing about TikTok is everybody that has done that, like they'll be in my comment section, leaving comments. The way that the algorithm shows. So let's say a guy come in my comment section and says, kiki bullshit, okay? The algorithm, the next set of women that show up are going to be the women that he's in their comment section kiki and bullshit. Because when you look at the comment section, like if you ever are scrolling TikTok and you look in the comment section of videos, your friends' comments are going to be at the top, or the people that you interact with, their comments are going to be at the top. So if a man is kiki-keying with you in your comment section, if he's kiki-keying with other women, his name is going to be at the comment section. It's going to be at the top. And I cannot tell you how many times I've noticed that men would come in kiki-keying with me. Oh, you pretty, whatever. And then I go to, I'm scrolling TikTok. I click on the comments there and somebody else's comment saying the exact same bullshit. And so that's when I started doing the disuse and calling men out, because I'm like, y'all full of shit. And the sad part is there are a lot of women that have been culturally conditioned to believe that they need a man. And so when they get this kind of attention on TikTok, they think that it is real attention, because they are not able to separate. This is the internet and real life is different. So if you are walking down the street in real life and nobody is paying attention to you, and you get on the internet and everybody is paying attention to you, come on now. Like, it doesn't work like that. When I'm out in real life, I'm ignoring motherfuckers in real life, just like I get on this app and then I ignore motherfuckers here. You see what I'm saying? So if you're not getting attention from one and you show up here, you know what I'm saying, and some damn, the rock looking motherfucker dropping in my comment section talking about, can I take you out? Baby, I'm cute, but I'm not your level cute. Like, there are levels to this shit, and I know where my fucking lane is. And it's not some millionaire European, that's ready to fly me out to wherever the fuck he is. Blocked. You're a scamming motherfucker. Now, if you a goddamn forklift driver down the road, working at Kelly Springfield, you probably, I'm out of your league, but you probably real, because you're delusional, because they delusional like that. You see what I'm saying? So I know where my lane is. So if they dropping in my comment section, I kind of know I'm not that damn cute. This is a scam. And if these women out here falling for the bullshit, I kind of feel like, bitch, if you couldn't get them in real life, what make you think you're going to get them on TikTok looking like that? Okay? If you can't get a rich one in real life, why you think you're going to log on to TikTok and get one here? Thank you for the badge. I'm just saying. That goes for men too. So you giving me a badge. But if you can't get a baddie in real life, what makes you think you're going to get a baddie on TikTok? Okay? If you can't afford her in real life, you can't afford her on TikTok either. Okay? I'm just saying. So I'm just saying. I know my lane. I know who my people are. Regardless, I don't use TikTok for that. But I'm just saying. Trying to see if I missed any. Oh, girl, there are plenty of people on here taking this internet attention serious. That's why we got a whole OnlyFans. People making plenty of money. Water. I'm sipping on water. Sipping on water. The only thing that I ever drink on here is chocolatini. It's and you can buy chocolatini at any convenience store. It's by Uptown somebody. And I made a mistake at one time. I had like a gigantic like super bottle. I don't even know. It was probably like three regular bottles in one bottle, and it tastes like chocolate milk. It's called chocolatini. I swear, I just buy it at the little convenience store around the corner. And I was drinking it, and I wasn't even thinking. I was like, damn, this tastes like chocolate milk. This shit is good. And then somebody was on here, and I was like knocking it back. And somebody was like, you might want to check the alcohol level on that. I checked the alcohol level. It's just as strong as malt liquor. They said it was wine. I thought I was drinking wine. It was like on the same level as... I had to get off of that live because I was talking crazy. I was like, y'all, I think I'm drunk. And then one lady dropped in my messages. She was like, oh my God, you were so drunk last night. You remind me of when I was going through my divorce. If you ever need somebody to talk to, I'm here for you. I was like, ma'am, I was drunk, but I'm not a drunk. I mean, damn, you seen enough lives to know that I'm not on this motherfucker breaking down, getting drunk every day. I just didn't know the shit was that damn strong. It was like, I might as well been drinking a 40. And I'm telling you, I was knocking them back. I was knocking them back. It was so good. So after that, I said, I'm only drinking water. I'm only drinking water. Girl, not your average. She sure did. She was like, oh, I'm worried about you. I've been following your content. I said, she wrote me a long. It was long. Hey, Angie, it was long. I said, ma'am, I didn't know that. I just didn't know that it was like malt liquor. That's all. And it tastes good. So I just kept drinking it. I'm not a drunk. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. I got work to do. I think I've been on here about an hour. I might pop on a little bit later on tonight. Hey, Miss USA. I might pop on a little bit later on tonight, but I got some work I got to do. The movie is called The Weekend Away. I missed something in the comments. So y'all have a wonderful, what the hell am I looking at? Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and it's been real.